Our story begins on a stormy night at the site of a grand castle. We see a masked hitman lurking in the shadows, then suddenly he turns around, only to find another assassin standing above him. The legendary killer, a man known across the underworld as the Silent Assassin. Immediately, the hitman realizes this job is far more dangerous than he expected. But regardless, he refuses to give up his target. So he decides to face off against the Silent Assassin, who effortlessly dodges his attacks, one after another, which leads to an intense, cinematic showdown atop the castle, a clash of skill and precision that leaves the hitman utterly outmatched. The assassin moves with chilling efficiency, immobilizing his opponent's arms and legs, right before watching the hitman's own blade descend, ending him in a single flawless strike. Our story follows Akira, your typical quiet MC who likes to stay in the shadows and rarely gets noticed by anyone. Until one day, he and his classmates are transported to another world. At first, I thought this was going to be another generic reincarnated into another world to fight the Demon Lord trope. But this one actually surprised me. After being summoned, the students are told by the king to check their stats. And as each classmate goes up to see their ranks, Akira opens his, only to find his stats absurdly high, with his concealed presence skill maxed out. Instead of announcing his power like your typical wannabe hero, Akira decides to stay cautious. He figures the king and queen might be lying. It's way too early to trust them, especially without any real proof. So, he activates his stealth skill and turns invisible, deciding to keep an eye on things from the shadows and find out what's really going on. The next morning, while staying completely undetected, Akira crosses paths with the Knight Commander, Saran Mithray. At first glance, Saran seems calm and easygoing, not exactly what you'd expect from someone with such a title. Still, I'm certain he's far stronger than he looks. Saran meets Akira by the castle waterfall, asking if something is troubling him. Akira becomes surprised by this, wondering if his ability has a time limit. But Saran, sensing this, tells him he's still invisible, that he's able to see him thanks to his mystic eyes. Akira, feeling threatened that his cover is blown, prepares for a fight, but Saran calms him down, promising to keep his powers a secret from the king. And so, the two begin talking, and Akira eventually becomes Saran's apprentice. From there, Saran trains Akira to survive in this new world, while Akira tells him about his old one. Over time, they build a genuine bond. But one night, while sneaking through the castle archives, Akira discovers a strange cookbook, one which contains the plans for a coup. Saran goes on to tell him that he wrote it and hid it in the archives, hoping Akira would stumble upon it. But Saran's intentions aren't evil. He simply wants to overthrow the king, peacefully. He believes the king's rule is slowly destroying the kingdom from within. Hearing this, Akira begins to regret not killing him when he had the chance. He remembers that night, standing right behind the king in his study, blade in hand, but he just couldn't bring himself to do it. Saran reassures him, telling him he made the right choice. He reminds Akira that being an assassin doesn't mean he's bound to be a murderer, and so he encourages him to become something new, an assassin who values life. From that moment on, their bond grows stronger. Together, they begin working toward a bloodless coup, one that could change everything. Later, while on a mission, Akira and his classmates find themselves surrounded by an unusually large swarm of monsters, and things spiral out of control quickly. In the chaos, one of his classmates, Tsukasa, remembers a strange green orb given to him by the princess, said to have the power to ward off monsters. But when he throws it, a minotaur suddenly appears right in front of them. Tsukasa begins to panic, completely breaking down. Akira rushes to help, startled by his reaction, and quickly calls for the party's disenchanter to check on him, only to discover that Tsukasa has been cursed. Realizing what must be done, Akira stays behind to face the beast alone. And in a desperate fight for survival, he channels everything he has, unleashing his most powerful ability, shadow magic. The battle is fierce, but with one final strike, Akira slays the Minotaur and saves everyone. And in all honesty, this seems like one of the best isekai series we've had all year. From the animation to the choreography to the soundtrack, the entire flow feels so cinematic, making it a truly incredible watch. But what do you think about the series? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.